13 hours after the tragic fire that killed 21 students, the Surat police, have registered an FIR against two builders and the owner of the tuition centre for culpable homicide. The FIR states that not only were fire emergency rules flouted, but the top two floors of the market complex were illegally constructed with no fire exits. Now, the rooftop of the building was also makeshift and its parapets were covered with plastic sheets, which further aggravated the fire. Now, the Gujarat government also admitted to other lapses. While speaking to Mirror Now's Arunil, Deputy Chief Minister Nitin Patel admitted that the ladders used by the fire department were not long enough to reach those trapped in the building and that they would have to look into why there was no safety net for the students who were attempting to escape and jumped off the burning building.
सर बट वो विजुअल जो वीडियो में क्लीनली दिख रहा है कि जो लैडर है वो छोटे है।
मैं हाँ बोलता हूँ भाई, मैं हाँ बोलता हूँ, लेकिन वो क्यों नहीं पहुंचे, लेडर क्यों नहीं लगाए, उससे लोगों को क्यों नीचे
नहीं सर वो जो वीडियो है ना, वीडियोस में ना वो लैडर बहुत छोटे लग रहे हैं, पहले माले तक ही जा पा रहे हैं।
भाई मैं हाँ बोलता हूँ, मैं आपको मैं ना कहाँ बोलता हूँ।
सर तो आप ऐसी कुछ सुविधाएं करेंगे कि आपका फायर डिपार्टमेंट भी अच्छा हो, सूरत का हमारा फायर डिपार्टमेंट भी अच्छा हो।
इंक्वायरी में सब चीज आ जाएगी।
सर बट आप बताओ, कुछ हादसा होने के बाद ही क्यों अच्छा होता है, पहले ही तो इसका प्रिकॉशन लेना चाहिए था ना।
नहीं लेना चाहिए, सही बात है, लेकिन वो सब जो दुर्घटना हुई है वो बहुत दुखद है और इसके लिए हमारी सबकी पूरे देश की सिंपैथी उस परिवारों के लिए है।
Sir, can you confirm one thing? Whether Surat Fire Department has the net? Does it have the net, as well as does it have long ladders?
Net actually, net is not for in all over the India. Fire department not having any net because the impact is not sustain the body weight.
And what about long ladders?
Long ladder, yeah, we are having 45 meter.
But was 45-meter ladder enough for this building, which was more than 35?
Maximum height of the ladder in all over the world is last 45 meter only.
Okay,
45 feet.
So you had a ladder long enough to reach the top floor of this building?
No. We are having 45 feet ladder, and all our world only 45 meter is available.
So the ladder couldn't reach the top floor. That's what you're saying,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And crane arrangement is not there, right?
No, hydraulic platform is there.
Hydraulic cranes are there.
Yes.
So that couldn't be used, sir, because
before reaching the hydraulic platform, they jumped there.
Okay, so but if at all you had the net arrangement, a lot of lives could have been saved. Exactly?
No. Net is not enough to sustain the body weight.
Net is not enough to sustain the body weight?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sir. So, can you confirm whether the team of Surat Fire Department, was it unprepared to tackle such kind of a mass gravity a fire incident?
No.
So was it prepared or was it unprepared?
No, already we are prepared.
And my colleague Arunil now joining me on the phone line with more. Arunil, we understand an FIR has been lodged. 3 people have been booked in the case. But what's really come to light are these glaring lapses. For one, we understand that the top 2 floors were illegally constructed. There were no fire exits, no fire extinguishers, and no safety equipment.
Well, exactly. In fact, in this reaction from the fire department chief of Surat, in the last reaction when I spoke to him, he started blaming the municipal corporation and the authorities as well for this illegal booming of coaching classes as well as illegal structures in the Surat city. This after last November, a similar fire incident had happened in a coaching class wherein a teacher and a student had lost their life. They said that they had taken proper precautions after that. But what kind of precautions did really the authorities or the fire department or the civic body took is really questionable. With respect to the lapses, there have been severe glaring violations with respect to fire safety in this complex. Two owners of this complex and one owner of the coaching class have been booked by the police. Coming to the lapses, the top 2 floors were illegally constructed. The top floor of the building was made of combustible materials like plastic, thermocol, which aggravated the fire completely. You can see in the visuals as well, the students were running away from the fire, but it just happened in a matter of seconds. With respect to the staircase, there was only one staircase in the entire complex, and it was made of wood. So it caught fire in no time, and there was no exit for these students. So it was basically a death trap for these students. These students had gone there to seek education, to seek a better future. But what was waiting for them was this heart-wrenching mishap over there. With respect to other glaring errors from the civic authorities, we get to know that there was no firefighting system at all. That is, there were no fire hoses, there were no fire extinguishers in the entire building. So this raises severe and serious questions. In fact, the top floor of the building was also made of wood. So if you have wood on the top floor, it is bound to catch fire. With respect to the fire safety department, that is the fire brigade, the Surat fire brigade seem to have been completely underprepared in this. They reached the fire call spot after like a good 1 hour. So a lot of time had passed, and when they reached there, they didn't have enough water. That's what we get to know. The hoses that they were carrying didn't have that much of water. So again, a team had to be sent back to get those kind of equipment. They didn't have proper nets as well. They didn't have long ladders which could have helped these students to come down. We have seen in metro cities like Mumbai such kind of fire when it happens. There are tall ladders which help people to evacuate from the building, but such kind of equipments were not there. When I questioned Nitin Patel, who is the Deputy Chief Minister of Gujarat, he accepted. He said that Surat is a big city, but yes, such certain kind of equipments are not there,
Right.
and we will try to get it as soon as possible. The main question is why there is action, or why these kind of preventive measures are taken only after a big mishap
Right.
happens. Why couldn't the preventive measures be
Right.
taken by
Arunil,
the
thank you
fire
so much
department?
for bringing us those updates. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but this is the latest that's coming in. The death toll, unfortunately, has risen to 21 in the Surat fire tragedy. We understand that the top 2 floors were illegally constructed. This is what the FIR is stating. This is after this massive fire engulfed this market complex in Surat last evening. A lot of students, as we showed you yesterday, were forced to jump off the burning building while they were attempting to escape.